It's Wash Day Wash-In
28.0.
with Sharkie626.
Exactly.
Alrighty, we're doing something different today for a change.
Imagine that.
Yeah, the shark swam down. The waters were, the current was coming this way, so the shark swam down. And in here we have sheets. They're blue sheets because that's what I have. So we're not going to use any bleach. We're just going to wash them. We have this set on super wash. So that's all set. We're going to do it on hot. We'll try a small, and we have the warm rinse off, if you can see there, because we're doing the other machine, and the way everything works, you can't have your cake and eat it too, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And in here is the blankie. This was on the bed that Lex Marks slept on when he was last here. So we'll figure we'll wash that because we have another guest coming to visit, which you will likely see either before or after this video. I don't know when that'll happen. But we're ready. This video, by the way, is not going to be any sort of spectacular anything because, Lex isn't here and we had a lot of jokes in 27.0 and that.
Yeah, we went to town with that one, seriously.
Yeah, we really had a lot going on in that video. That took a long time to edit. So this is going to be a much more plain wash day, if you will. But anyway, let's go ahead and kick it off.
Okay. Well, I think we're all set correctly. Yeah, man. Here we go.
No hot enable needed. This one is on, what do we put this, medium or large? Medium.
Medium. I think medium is a safe size for the blanket.
Could be. And we have the warm on. So this is going to be warm fill for wash and warm fill for rinse. And over here is just on machine hot, as I had shown before, which is behind the lid. And this does not have automatic temperature control, so we're going to let these fill. But we do need to get some tergent in there, and we're going to use special tergent today. This is not Big Y tergent. They don't even sell this anymore. This is Jade's 2.0. I had another video with Jade's in it a long time ago. So this is just sort of a mixture, hodgepodge of different stuff that I had. You can see things are different colors, and I'll stir it up a little bit here. But it's a mixture of like Mexi tergent powder and other stuff. So we'll just go ahead and put in the Jades, which, if you don't remember the other video, is short for Jades Washing Aids. So there is the detergent. Don't use fabric softener for sheets and blankets. It's no good. People have an aversion to this stuff. Yeah, I don't know why.
It almost sounds like they don't want to use it for anything. But I think we should make a fabric hardener. That makes sense.
You're supposed to pour it in the cap and then pour it in the thing. Make sure you dilute it. I'm doing the laundry.
Exactly.
So we have all of the Jades and fabric hardener in. So we're set to go, and we'll let these fill up and we'll get on with the wash. So we still have a ways to go, but look at the suds already. And no wash has occurred just yet.
Yeah.
There's the rest of the detergent, which of course will be mixed in almost instantaneously as soon as the machine starts. No worries about the little spillage there. That will clean itself off most likely during the wash. Or I'll wipe it off later, or who knows. But I think this one is going to fill first because this is on warm and the other is on hot. And because this is taking hot, this machine doesn't have as much pressure. So, and because it's only taking hot, that's that. And yes, I do know I need to clean the agitator on there, and I will do that at some point. But I think we're just about ready to go. This is on medium, by the way.
Oh, there it goes.
Yep.
That's a perfect size, definitely. It's turning over very well.
Yes.
I think this is the first time we've done this video that this one starts first.
I think so.
Yeah, so this is kind of
we really
a first in
should
itself.
just take that flow restrictor out.
Oh yeah, definitely. It would make things so much faster.
I know. This one has a ways to go yet, but you can see the pressure has increased greatly because it has full pressure now. Yeah, there we go. Right in, turn it over nicely.
Oh yeah, right, it is. All right, good.
Beautiful.
This one was definitely adjusted, maybe by the previous owner, because did this go past the top roll, it's going to mount on large. So.
Yeah, I don't know. We never adjusted.
No, we never touched anything.
Yeah,
so.
this is just how it was. So.
I know, it's washing very well. Awesome.
So different stuff today. Different stuff to wash and different tergent and all kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
This is on a super wash, so it is going to do a partial drain, which is actually most of a drain because it's on small. And I cannot put on the warm rinse yet because when it goes to refill for that, then it would take warm. So,
yeah.
Like I said, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to wait until it's done with all of the wash and goes to rinse. So anytime after it refills the next time is when it can be kicked on. Well, that suits up very nicely.
It did.
Well, they don't call it Jades for nothing. On a small load.
I know, it spins so freely.
It spins so free.
I love that. Now see, the Kenmore agitators never did that, which is why I like the Whirlpool one so much more because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kenmore agitators are very stiff.
Whatever, I don't know. I mean, it's Whirlpool made. So.
It is Whirlpool made. I'm just saying that they did put different agitators in the Kenmore branded machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know that's Whirlpool made. So, here we go.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, it did do a clunk, I guess because it's a light load. This probably isn't going to last long.
It drains most of the way.
Does it?
Yeah.
We'll wait for it to click. That's how we'll know. Yep, there it goes.
And just to see... Well, that should give you a pretty good indication. There's, what, 4 or 5 inches of water in there?
Yeah.
Something like that. So this will then refill, and when it's done, we can put on the warm rinse option.
And just waiting for this to start its refill. Oh, there we go. Good timing.
Right on cue.
That was good. And it's refilling with hot, so now, now it should be, no, rather it will be resuming once it gets up there. Sorry, I was kind of distracted there for a second.
Millennials miss home.
Yeah.
What you don't see on camera.
Well, actually, the reason why I'm looking at my phone is because the new owner of the Long Island house might be calling me for some help with something. That should be pretty interesting, and you won't see that on camera, but if he does call me, it'll be pretty interesting.
Oh, we can't see it wash. Look at all of the suds, Jadis and Lentilman. The suds from the Jades.
So that means it's not washing. Uh-oh, drain everything.
That means it is washing. I
know.
can feel everything being washed so nicely down there. It's turning over beautifully.
Oh yeah, like before it got sudsy, you could definitely see that.
Yeah, but there is... Oh, it almost looks like pie.
Doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's certainly washing away. Unfortunately, the warm on this is not that warm. It's sort of tepid because we got to take the flow restrictor
Got to just take it out.
Yeah.
You know, Jay, I meant to say, this machine's now 10 years old, right?
2009. So
exactly.
So old.
So you think those new commercial made tags with the belt drive mechanisms are going to make it 10 years? Not a chance.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Not at all.
10 years, this machine has never had a single problem.
Oh, and then what does it have? What does it has? Yeah, that makes sense. What does it have? It has that nylon spin gear and the plastic or nylon agitate cam. Even after all that, it's still working just fine. Kind of like this one. This agitate cam just shifted back to agitate. And look, totally fine. This machine's even older than that one. So it's like, hey.
Yeah, that was 94, I think.
94, yeah. So Whirlpool knew their machines back then. I think the reason why they made them plastic or nylon is because the agitate cam only moves during the start of agitation or the start of drain, and the spin gear only operates during spin. And I think the reason why it's made of nylon is because, you know, that gear isn't really submerged in oil. Yes. It just gets splashed on. Yeah. So if you have metal on metal contact with not being submerged, that could be a problem. That's probably why they made it that way.
Right.
And like I said, there's a video of this guy who replaces the oil in his direct drive transmission, and the spin gear is probably as old as the 1990 Whirlpool, and there's like no wear on it. It's amazing. Yeah. They knew what they were doing.
Absolutely.
Totally awesome. Yeah, that's turning over beautifully, actually. I mean, just look at that. Like you look at the LGs and it's like, yeah, it doesn't turn over. No, the worst machine ever made were those GE infusers.
Yeah, I know all about that one.
Yeah. those GE infusers lasted, what, like maybe a year or two before they pulled them? Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, but we got low speed now, so... Doing well, though. I will say, I admit, that is one thing I do like about my Speed Queen, is that it does high-speed agitation all throughout the regular cycle. That I do like. There were some direct drives made, like my friend who lives in Florida, he has a direct drive with a manual speed selector, and those were just awesome. And it's a Whirlpool brand, it's not a Kenmore.
That's interesting.
Yeah, those are a little bit harder to find, but it's like he has like a Whirlpool with a speed selector, and that's just awesome. I wish I had that. Maybe someday in the future, who knows.
There were also just the very few direct drives out there that had the electronic control panel in the 80s.
Yeah.
Those were...
those and like Spatsbear said in the video, like, they had digital control panels back in the 80s, and they ran for decades. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it just tells you something.
Yeah, it's called lead solder.
Exactly. And just better quality overall.
Yeah, not China.
Not China, exactly. This is doing well, though.
That circuit board, for all we know, may have been made in USA back then.
Could be. You can actually tell that this is a small load because you don't hear the clunking as much with the agitation. It sounds a lot quieter. I just love watching this thing free spin. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I always found it interesting on a small load.
I always loved that, yeah. No, back when I was a kid, and whenever my mom washed a small load, I always got so excited because I could see the thing spin around.
Yeah, like I was saying, the other machine has never had any trouble in the 10 years.
Exactly.
And this machine here from
94. So it's now, what, 25 years old? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah,
the only thing I ever did on here was agitator dogs.
Yep, and just for cosmetics, you also put the new fabric softener dispenser on.
Well, it didn't come with one originally.
Oh, really?
It just had a cap.
Oh, you had the cap. Okay. Do you still have the cap?
No. I don't.
Too bad.
Actually, what happened was, Doo-Doo doesn't believe in fabric softener.
Oh.
And she had the one that is proper for this machine with the cross in the middle of
the older one. Yeah,
the older one. And when I did the agitator dogs, just so the machines would look similar, I went and splurged and got the fabric softener dispenser just so they'd look similar.
Right, I remember that.
So that's why that's there. This originally just had a cap, and now it has a true fabric softener dispenser.
That's cool. Very nice.
It was an easy, quick upgrade because it had none to start with. It was a $5 part.
I know, it's so cheap nowadays.
Yeah, it was a $5 part. So you know, the rest of the mechanism is already there.
Yeah, so you need to get a small part of it. Exactly.
Pop it in, yeah.
So. Okay, so what we'll do is, this is a nice long clip here for you guys. We'll come back when the newer machine gets ready to drain. Actually, you know what? Before I forget, now that the wash refill has happened, let's get the warm rinse. Beautiful. Now both machines will get a warm rinse. Okay, we just had the infamous pang of the newer style timer.
Yep.
And now we will be doing the neutral drain.
And we'll see how many suds are left.
Yeah, I'd love to see how much it's going to be.
Well, there's going to be a lot. We'll have to see during the rinse. We may opt for a
The older machine just went to low speed.
Yeah, we may opt for a second rinse. I don't know.
We'll find out. And you can hear the newer drain pump sound on this.
Yep. The bucket should drain any moment now.
Must be low. I can hear the condensate going in. There it goes.
Now look at the voltage.
I know.
And watch when it shuts off.
Yeah, it goes back up. Hey. Oh yeah, we got plenty of suds in here.
And there is the cavitation.
Yeah, I know Jay isn't a fan of it, but I like hearing the drain pipe going as it's draining.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, you don't like that.
Got enough of XJO81X around as it is.
Only machine that makes noodle drain sound exciting.
That's right.
When I used to hear that, air sound of the pump, as a kid, I was always thinking, is it blowing air on the clothing to help it dry? Like, that's what I was thinking when I was a kid. And before I understood how the machines worked.
Yeah.
There's a lot of suds there. Let's see what happens with the spin.
I wonder if we're going to get this centrifugal switch. No, not as heavy this time.
You know,
maybe because the load is...
Yeah, oh yeah, it's nowhere near as heavy as when you have towels. This is that's well balanced.
The suds in there, no problem.
Oh yeah, oh there it goes.
No problem.
I don't think we'll do a pause on this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think so. Different times means it's easier to catch stuff.
Yep.
All those suds are totally gone.
You said that almost Indian. All those suds are totally gone.
I know, what the hell was that all about? All those suds are totally gone. I am trying to find the nearest Turkey Hill. Yeah, no, right?
I think we'll do the rest of the video in Indian.
India, yeah. But yes, sir, is your washing machine plugged in?
Is your monitor on? That is very much common mistake.
Is your computer plugged in? That is very much common mistake. Is your monitor on? Another mistake.
Dumbass. It doesn't start up.
Right. If you look just carefully, you can see the bottom agitator going back and forth. That's a cool sight, definitely. I will say, in some ways, I do miss having the dual-action agitator. The one we have does do a good job, but, like, you know, all these extra features, I do kind of miss having that.
They were well-designed.
They were.
And this was just off-the-shelf stuff.
Really?
You needed a washing machine, you went to the store, this is what you'd end up with. I mean, you could end up with a GE, but, you know.
Right, yeah. So, okay, we'll come back soon when this gets to drain. Here's a newer machine. Should get to rinse fill pretty soon.
Spinning nicely, of course.
Definitely. Very balanced, too.
Oh, looks like there's like lion fur and mollusk fur.
Yep.
My goodness.
Yeah, interesting. And look, we got ourselves a warm rinse.
Fantabulous.
And the softener dispensed.
Yeah, and the suds are gone.
Exactly. So, do to do.
Yeah.
Alright, this timer just clicks, so it shouldn't be too long before it goes to drain. It's always interesting how they made the speckle gray tub for the lower models. You know, I guess because it was less effort than painting the whole thing.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, a lot of people. Like, I think some of the GE filter flows had the speckle gray tub too, if I remember correctly. Here we go. Very nice. It's one thing I love with the direct drive too is how the agitator just kind of jerks forward like that before it disengages. I love that.
Well, you see that especially on the small load.
Yeah, because it less resistance.
Because of because of that, the what do you call it? The agitator dogs gave because the agitator itself just gave a kick.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was enough inertia to spin that.
I know. I love that. That's awesome. God, I love that gear sound. And this one's filling up nicely. Oh yeah, that's really warm. Very nice.
Yep. That may actually fill before this one goes to fill for this
It should, because that has to spin still.
Yeah.
That one engaged. This should spin up pretty fast because it's bed sheets. I think this one has the spin clutch with the 6 pads too, so that helps it as well. Yeah, there it goes. You've noticed that because this is a light load, that the agitator's not going as fast.
Yes.
Because you gotta see if you can find those, like, there's a thing that fits on the agitator shaft, that plastic thing and that clip. That's designed to help it go full speed, I think. If you can find that, that'd be awesome. That one's spinning. And this one is now doing its rinse agitation with, might I add, warm water. Awesome.
Kind of suds.
A little bit. Some air bubbles to work out too, but it's doing okay. It's doing pretty well, I would say.
Certainly washing away.
That's for sure. Yeah, so I don't even know if you can find that clip in that plastic piece for the agitator shaft to make it go full speed, but if anyone knows, that could be pretty cool. It's easy enough to put on. You just take the agitator off, put it on, and put it back on.
Just like taking out the floats.
Exactly. It's so simple.
Comes right out.
And there's your warm rinse.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
And there's the softener going in.
Wunderbar.
I remember when you saw on my old machine how, like, this is how it looked when Just Hot was on. You were like, oh god, the waterfall coming out of that thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, that is really...
Yeah, it's pretty strong, isn't it?
It is. Oh, wow. That is moving. That's got to be real easy on the valve, eh?
Maybe.
Does it slam when it stops?
No, not my knowledge of it.
Okay.
It's filling up nicely. Alright, this should be going to drain pretty soon. Huh! Good timing, yet again.
Wow.
This one's filling with the warm water. There's your pang.
Down it goes.
Exactly. This is going down, that's going up.
Elevator go down the hall.
So many washing machines, so much to see at the same time.
I know.
Huh? It seemed like this has gone by this wash day has just gone by so fast.
I know. It's interesting how this one feels kind of speedy.
Yeah, and not for nothing. Yeah, speedy, right.
Yeah.
You had to. That was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
It gave that before anything started moving.
And now you can really see the turnover.
Small loads always had that.
Yeah, because of the bottom agitator. You can hear the new pump sound.
And already this is going into its final spin. This is it. It's over that fast.
Yeah, no, yes. If it was an LG, it'd still be in its main wash.
If it even got to that yet, it
Yeah,
would probably
I know.
still be trying to balance
That's
itself.
right. Oh, look, I forgot everything already. And there's your warm rinse.
Indeed it is.
Well, this one's really balanced. Nice.
The mystery guest who will be here has decent washing machines, so this is going to be, you know, like he wouldn't expect anything less of the sheets and blankies and stuff like that.
I
It's
forget,
like-
has he ever used the direct drive before? I can't remember.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Yes.
One way or another. Oh, that's really balanced. Nice. And there's the one.
Nice. There you
Yeah, there you go. It's going right on the clothing. Or the blanket, I should say.
The blanketing.
Blanketing. That's how you rinse stuff. This one's still rinsing away.
Looks good.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, on the older machines, the rinse agitation is 4 minutes, which is really nice. It's cool when you see one machine agitating and the other one spinning.
Yeah.
Definitely cool. Yeah, using water to do this. Who would have thought, right?
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
Machines now just get parody errors.
Parody errors, I like that. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is June-tember.
Parody error?
Jay, do you have Dan look at that?
I guess so. Parody error? Really? That never happened before.
Parody error.
That's what Dan was.
I thought he was just a syntax error.
Well, that too. A parody error? It's not supposed to do that kind.
I guess Weird Al retired.
That's like bad RAM or something.
So, tell me about your problems. How do you do? Parody.
Here we go.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, very smooth one. Yeah, I love how fast that thing drains. It's amazing.
Well, the pump is spinning at motor speed right now.
Yeah,
So what is 1750 it should be, I think, right?
I think something like that, yeah. Dry agitation.
Playing with those washing machines.
Boy, you're a talkative fuck, ain't you?
Yeah, you're doing fine by yourself.
Well, you're better off playing with the fucking phones.
Now, what are you doing?
Well, don't go that way. Well, the cap does, but...
Yeah.
And yes, in case anybody is interested, there was one pillowcase that was different, so that's why it's not the same color.
Well, it's got to be politically correct.
And the spin.
With the warm rinse.
Bingo. So with the warm rinse option, I guess you can say you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Exactly. That's full speed. I know, right? Oh, that looks great. That's definitely rinsed.
Oh, you can. Oh, Cedar.
Oh, Sheila, let me love you till the morning comes.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That one's done. What was that? Oh, Sheila, you were saying?
Yeah.
I thought so. I was like, wait, I recognize that song. Beautiful.
So the other machine has finished, and this one is still having it spinached. But it will be done shortly. For any midgets out there, I will deal with you shortly.
No, watch, someone's going to leave a comment. I'm a midget, and I thought that was hilarious.
No, they're going to say, midgets are, that's offensive.
Yeah, probably.
What do you, do they have millennial midgets? I haven't seen many of those.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I guess as good as mine.
Yeah, they call them little people now.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the little elves.
Little elves.
Little elves.
Good afternoon, little elves.
Oh, I got much neat clean.
What? Is that a reference?
Yes.
For what? Crap. Sorry.
Yes, I'm much
Oh,
neat
yeah! You sound like a very happy person.
You sound like a very happy person.
The wash is done.
Just that fast.
Yep. Took no time at all.
Exactly.
Perfect, as usual. I wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah, you know it.
So thank you for watching.
Make sure you hit like
Make sure you hit subscribe.
and take care.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.